Welcome to Math GPT. Today, we are going to learn how to balance a chemical equation step by step. Let's start with the unbalanced equation. PH3 plus O2 equals P2O5 plus H2O. First, let's write down our initial unbalanced chemical equation. It's important to note that the law of conservation of mass tells us that matter cannot be created or destroyed in a chemical reaction. This means we need to have the same number of each type of atom on both sides of our equation. Let's determine how many of each atom we have on each side of the equation. On the left side, reactants, we have 1 phosphorus, 2 oxygen, and 3 hydrogen atoms. On the right side, products, we have 2 phosphorus, 6 oxygen atoms, and 2 hydrogen atoms. To balance phosphorus, we should start by placing a coefficient of 2 in front of pH3. Now we have 2 phosphorus atoms on each side. Let's update the quantity counts underneath our equation. The next step is to balance the hydrogen. To do this, we must add a coefficient of 3 atoms in front of H2O on the product side. Let's multiply the oxygen on the reactant side by 2 to create a balanced equation. The last element to balance is oxygen. We currently have 6 oxygen atoms in the products, but only 2 atoms in the reactants. To balance the oxygen, we need to add a coefficient of 4 in front of O2 on the reactant side, which will give us 8 oxygen atoms. One of the 2 molecules of P2O5 will consume 5 of those atoms, and 3 molecules of water will consume the remaining 3. This equation represents a balanced chemical reaction. We have an equal number of atoms on both sides, which demonstrates the law of conservation of mass in action. By carefully adjusting the coefficients, we ensured that each element was balanced, giving us a correct and complete chemical equation.